Hello. I can totally do this. I know how to do this. I'm smart. Professional streamer. Hello. Hi, Genesis. Hi, the sleepy man. How's it going, guys? Professional streamer here, chat. It's totally fine. Okay. Your mom. Oh, wait. Weren't you just laying in bed? What do you have to say?
The boss is gonna give Paimon a cup.
Guys, I got likes? That's crazy. Where is the theater? It's over there. Didn't I get the waypoint over here? I fucking didn't. That's crazy. Hey, hi. Hi, Artie. I know it's you this time. Last night I realized I called you Helia. Yeah, no. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, the game is a lot for people.
Gather.
Hi, Helia. Bruh.
Solidify.
No, Zhongli, I wanted you to make it over here so I could get the Oculus.
Gather.
Bro, I'm not waiting for this shit. So much free NPC. This, would you believe that this really wasn't the first nation? This was the first nation to have, like, all those furries.
Ah, you made it. I've got some tickets, and I managed to set something up with the Rokot. It'll have to wait until after the show, though. Happy to stay and watch? I doubt you've seen the Korolyevsky troupe on stage before. Pleasure.
Helia.
Here, this is the way in.
Helia, I need to know, how far am I from the end of Act 1?
Please present yourself for a routine inspection in accordance with theater regulations. Thank you.
Is that guy with the Fatui? Looks like he's waiting for something.
Hello, sailor! I'm just saying, if he's a claymore, I'm not pulling.
Okay, all done. Thank you for your cooperation. Please proceed through to the theater.
Ah, yes, the man with literal bullets on him is fine. That's fine, chap.
What's up? Everything okay? Snezhnaya's business and political leaders are always passing through here, so it makes sense that security's tight. Still, it's a little unusual to see the Fatui's Armory Palace guard here. You saw him, right? The guy right at the back. Strong, silent type. His name's Valeri.
Okay, then.
He's part of the Special Assignments Battalion, but I only ever see him here for one thing. To look for a guy named Mitya. Supposedly a researcher, though he never seems to put much time in at the office. The theater is one of his favorite
I know, I
places
love
to
him
hang
so
out
much.
when he's playing hooky from work.
Alicia's so cute.
But that's not for us to worry about. Let's go. The show's about to start.
Dude, Odette could smash 100%.
What do you think? Pretty impressive, huh?
Yeah, I was like...
Oh, the one in Fontaine? I hear it's iconic. Now here we are, just in time. Sorry, coming through.
That's so totally fine. Also, I love your username. The really cool burger spice is hilarious. I read that as burning spice because I saw the profile.
Ugh. If you're gonna show up late, keep your mouth shut.
What's his problem? Whatever. No point arguing with people like that.
I'm just saying, you don't have to like every character to play the game. My fucking controller is being a little shit today. Like, I'm never gonna judge someone for not liking someone. You don't have to like every
Look,
character.
there she is. That's who I'm introducing you to later. She's the lead singer of the troupe, Vodyanitsa.
Of course. I'm curious. She's a sort of like, oh, okay. You absolutely are surrounded by Cookie Run Kingdom fans. Oh, okay. Don't say it. We summon them, chat. We fucking summon them. It's really bad. I don't really know what this is. I'm a little confused. I'm kind of surprised because, like, Playovers is pretty
This
good
leads
with
directly
their
to the
music.
green room. They're expecting us. Vodyanitsa will be waiting for us there.
Too slow. Upon the gale.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
Hey there. Excuse me.
Can you believe it? I am so mad right now. Come in.
Hi, welcome back. How was your birthday? I'm so jealous. I want to go bowling. I'm sorry, but this is nothing against the voice actress. If her opera voice sounds like that, why does her speaking voice sound like?
Oh, it's you two. Huh? You know each other? Oh, wait. Is this who you were telling me about? The one you met yesterday and couldn't stop thinking about? I never said that. Yes, you did. Why are you denying it?
Yeah,
He's
I'm not
right
really
before I
sure,
went on that
man.
rant about the moody factory owner. Oh, I remember it so clearly. Might I ask what brings you two here?
Oh, I just brought him here to see the show. And
Oh,
when he
she's a
finished, he was full
siren.
of
Okay, that
praise
makes
for
more
voting
sense.
Nietzsche's performance. So I thought I'd try my luck, see if we could get the chance to chat for a bit. Maybe get an autograph?
That, like, makes so much more sense.
You work here. You, of all people, ought to know that's against the rules. It's not what the green room is there
Apparently, she swims in the water with a tail, so I'm really excited to see how they do that. I am still quite upset that they still haven't updated Durin's model. He deserves to fly. Thank you very much.
Oh, what's the big deal? Come on, don't be shy. I can give you an autograph. You can take a picture too if you want. Do as you please. I finished all my shows for the day. I'll leave you to chat. I wasn't making that stuff up, you know. Odette's just too proud to admit it. She thinks very highly of you. And so do I. You did the right thing in Svietloladovka.
We're good. Odette's out of earshot. I'll lock the door. Confidentiality, of course. The Rokot is very strict on that.
Whoa, Alosha! Not out loud! Not with an outsider here.
Relax, I've taken care of it.
The President's reply sent this morning.
I
Wait,
fucking
so
knew it.
he's been approved to join?
Odette blue sugar salt cookie? Oh, no.
You told me last night that
Not
you wanted
even
to get
close,
intel from the
unfortunately.
Rokot.
But I wish.
Unfortunately, Rokot intel is only available to members. But ever since you set foot in Snezhnaya, we've been working together. I've seen the way you work, your character, and your motives. Everything about you is perfectly in alignment with what we're trying to achieve in the Rokot. So I figured I might as well cut to the chase. I wrote a letter to the President explaining your situation, including just the right amount of detail. His approval came very quickly. Of course, it's still your decision whether you want to join or not. We'll respect your choice.
I had a
Well,
suspicion he was.
Assuming Odette was telling the truth and she didn't misjudge you, I guess we don't need to worry
He
about
is
you
like
blowing
it.
our cover.
Yeah, I love Cookie Run
Still,
Kingdom. The
you
latest
gave me a
quest had me
real
in
fright.
tears.
I didn't know that's why you came looking for me. So, that
Oh shit, I
stuff
forgot to
you
order
said
food.
about admiring my performance, was that just because Odette was here? Did you actually mean it? Now you're talking. That's what I like to hear.
Anyway, let me give you a quick rundown of how things work. Like I said, the Rokot is a covert organization, and we hide our identities. Members typically don't meet in person or even know each other's identities. This helps us maintain a high level of independence and secrecy. Because of this, members are basically free to decide their methods without constraints, so long as the outcome of any activity doesn't violate the organization's principles.
After all, we don't have any ostensible contact with each other. This way, if anything goes wrong, no one else will be implicated.
Beyond the freedom to choose how you operate, it's also your choice whether to act at all. We have plenty of members who have yet to take any action. In short, joining the Rokot in and of itself won't place any restrictions on your activity in Snezhnaya. There's a code of conduct you can read if it interests you. But basically, as long as you don't plan on using your anonymity to go around doing evil,
Yeah, like, what do I get
you'll
out of
be
this?
fine.
Sorry, chat. I was
tried
about ordering
reading it
food
5
while
or
listening
6
to this.
times. Never made it all the way through. Even the most lackluster script makes for more interesting
I know
reading.
Cookie Run Kingdom is definitely not for everyone. That game is like... You either have to enjoy it, or you don't. There's no in-between. And there's nothing wrong with that at the end of the day. There really isn't. No. Let me clarify something for everybody who's new in the chat. Hi, I'm Rain or RainerFalls. I'm a non-binary streamer. I make YouTube videos such as Cookie Red Kingdom comic dubs, specifically a lot of Shadow Vanilla, but I do whatever floats my boat. Helia is my best friend and moderator who has had to make several Cookie Run Kingdom videos for me. She's doing this to troll you all. I just don't want them to think that yeah, and not every game is in the same style. So Helia's rage rated. Helia's sweet. We love Helia. How what? What the fuck? Why is my
Get
get the fuck out of my chat?
Rage baiting your chat.
Get the fuck out of get out! Why are you here? Let me order my burrito in peace. No, you're good. I'm really just trying to order my fucking burrito, chat. I don't even think chat could hear you. I'm gonna be so for real, heels.
Great. Then I'll go grab an official application form.
Also, just a reminder, if you guys are enjoying this stream, make sure to like the stream, and check out my videos. A new video will be out Tuesday, at 5 p.m. EST. I can spell. Oh, they could? Okay, I wasn't sure, honestly. Give me a second, chat. I'm ordering a burrito. No beans! That makes my jam boil. Why am I cold? Honestly, real.
Well, Alosha has this pet dog you see. His name's Tagarin, and this one time, Alosha brought him backstage. Tagarin took quite a liking to me, so I played with him for a little bit and fed him some treats. Then, the Rokot was out on a mission one day, and even though we were all in disguise, Tagarin recognized me right away.
Just a coincidence, really. We didn't report it to the higher-ups, though, to avoid dealing with the fallout. Like, my job at the theater, for instance. I really needed to make ends meet. By the way, what were you complaining about just before we came in? Did everything go okay with Chuganov?
Everything did not go okay. That's why I was so mad. I tried to make some small talk with him before I went on stage to fish for intel about the Iskra manufacturing plant. But he wouldn't take the bait. No matter what I said, he kept dodging the question. And then he started complaining. He said he didn't appreciate his second-rate seat in the stalls because he usually gets a private box. I mean, what did he expect? Everyone knows that if you want a box seat, you buy a ticket well in advance. But instead, he sends me a letter the day before the show when we're practically sold out. I had to juggle things around just to get him a half-decent seat. hoping he would appreciate the gesture enough to share some information. But nope, he didn't give me anything.
Yeah, meeting Chuganov in person has definitely been a disappointing experience. Oh,
Yeah.
you probably don't know who we're talking about, do you? Chuganov was that
Oh,
older
that
guy you were
guy.
sitting next to today. I'm sure he didn't make a great first impression on you either.
Oh, that's funny. Huh. You're cold?
To
That's
the
not
citizenry,
the
he's
best
a
thing you
family
could
man and a
you could have a
kind
fever.
boss.
I'm not a medical expert, but I am wilderness first aid trained. Maybe take your temperature.
But our interactions with him tell
If you have a cold,
very
you could also be
different
like
story.
sick.
It's one thing to ask for a favor, but he acts like it's his right. He always expects special treatment. Take the ticket situation, for instance. I've actually gotten him a private box in the past. But not only was he not even grateful, now he's acting like I've sold him short this time.
Oh, that guy.
Not to mention that he's never paid for a single one of his tickets. And another thing, if he's such a big family man, why doesn't he bring his wife and daughter to see the show once in a while?
No, not you.
I've never seen them here.
just
Not
the thingy.
even once.
Calm down, Vodyanitsa. If you won't do it the easy way, we'll have to try the hard way. But first things first. Here's your application form. Go ahead and fill it out.
Oh. Wait. No, Healy, don't do that. Octave. What? Guys. I am a primo gem. I am King Jabberfries. I want to ordinary people. I need a part-time job. Mom told me to give it a try. Mom! No! Because I can. I'm gonna submit that. Oh, I really need to get a new controller. They're gonna laugh with them. She looks so confused.
Looks like I'll need to make a few little tweaks here and there. But other than that, you're good to go. All right. Now that we're officially Rokat comrades, I can tell you. Chuganov is the target of our current operation. Recently, we've done some recon work at the Iskra manufacturing plant, which pretty much confirmed that their energy consumption is way beyond the legal limit. All we need now is some direct evidence to present to the Veche, so we can demand that they shut the plant down.
Bro,
That
she really
way, the
said,
Kresny Crystal
okay
can be
then, Traveler.
allocated to where it's needed most.
I was hoping he might let slip during one of our chats, but he's too tight-lipped. We'll have to find another way. I'm meeting another regular theater goer tonight. Mitya.
But Valeri's here too, and he's probably looking for Mitya, so he may end up being a no-show.
Don't you worry. He must know how to dodge Valeri, or he wouldn't be showing up on time for every performance.
I don't
Mitya
really know.
is a
The form was
renowned
probably there
energy
just for
expert.
plot.
Although we can't get any direct evidence of the excessive energy consumption at the plant, we can accidentally let the information slip to him. The authorities should take someone like him seriously. So if he starts raising questions about energy use at the Iskra manufacturing plant, there will be a proper investigation. Also, we're not allowed on site, but he has clearance. So all we need is his cooperation. Yeah, so that's the other thing we're trying to figure out. Though I think we're far less likely to make any progress on that front. Still,
What
I
do we
hear
need to
that
do with this
Mitya is a
blank?
bit of a
Oh.
chatterbox.
Oh.
So, who knows? Maybe if we catch him in the right mood, he'll let something slip.
What do you think? Sound like something worth your time?
Okay, in that case, you guys find a seat somewhere nearby. Pretend you're a couple of buddies there to eat, and keep your ears peeled for useful information. He's a huge fan, so I doubt he'll have his guard up around me. But you two need to be convincing. If he suspects anything at all, he might stop talking.
Sure. Don't worry. We'll make a believable pair of buddies.
Perfect! You've sold me already. Now, help me tidy this room up a bit before we head out.
Okay. What needs tidying?
Yes, we can have a lore discussion.
Everything!
Hello, Dulce. How are you doing today? Please be aware that I am not
following me.
intentionally ignoring you guys. Chat is pretty delayed here. So if I don't respond right away... I just don't see your message. Alright, I promised I wouldn't get distracted. Oh, you need to go sleep. Go sleep! And have a good night. It was lovely to meet you, and, I don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow, but if I am, you'll see me live. Make sure to subscribe for notifications. Also, Helia can put the... No, don't apologize. Go to sleep. Good night, good night. Have a good night.
We come here often, so we shouldn't stand out.
Bye!
Let's sit here. Now, it's up to Vodyanitsa. Let's see how the conversation goes.
I need him carnally.
Mr. Mitya! Over here! Over here!
Oh, sorry. I got a little held up on my way here. Now we have even less time than we planned.
See you next time.
Go ahead and order some snacks and drinks. Whatever you like. Let me see. According to my schedule, we still have 25 minutes left.
You're really pressed for time today, huh? I was imagining this would be a leisurely chat. If you'd prefer, we can always reschedule for
I love
another
him. He's so
afternoon
cute.
when
What do you
have
mean?
more
Look at him.
time.
No need. Getting to meet the lead singer is a very precious opportunity for me. I'm not about to pass it up.
He's so short, he needs to go on tiptoes to reach the floor. Oh, my boy.
I've already had to decline your invitation several times because our schedules rarely align. If I don't grab this chance while it's here, who knows when the next one will come around?
Well, it's very kind of you to make time just for me.
I'm not too sure, to be honest. But Snezhnaya's full of
He's got a
weird and
little
wonderful things
scarf.
like that.
I
so
love it.
people
I
tend
love
not to
him
bat
so
an
much.
eye. I'm sure the same will go for the Eye of Grey.
He is
and Pine
playable. What do you mean? He's guaranteed. They already said he was.
The reason I invited you out for tea and a chat today was to get some feedback from a true fan of the theater.
Well, I genuinely have nothing bad to say. No matter how many times I hear you sing, it never gets old. It always seems fresh and new somehow. Maybe it's because the more times I listen, the more details I notice. Or maybe you simply improve with every performance, delivering it better each time.
Thank you! I'm delighted to hear that! Could you give me any specific examples?
Oh, yeah. That, the piece you sang today, for example. Beneath the Frozen River? Hey, what's with you? I'm just praising a good performance. I always used to find that such a bleak and lonely song. But the more you listen, the more you realize that it's not as cold and nihilistic as it appears. When you really dig down
I'm pretty
into
sure
it,
the voice
there's a
actor
certain
has
level where you're
indirectly
surprised
kind of
by the
hinted it on
emergence
his
of hope.
social media.
Wow, I'm impressed. I didn't expect you to pick up on that. Actually, I only tried out that ankle after talking with a composer. Still, Beneath the Frozen River wasn't on today's program.
Oh, really? But it's a classic. You sing it every time.
My controller has decided to crap out on me.
Almost every time.
Okay, what's the point of me plugging you in if you aren't gonna connect via plug?
Oh, well then, let me say a few words about that other all-time classic, Flying in the Wind
The
from the
scarf
Mountain
is
Sparrow.
so silly.
I didn't sing that one today either. My voice wasn't quite up to it, so I switched it out at the last minute.
Oh, but,
Sorry, Mr. Mitya, but you were at the theater today, yes?
of course I was. Remember? I said hello to all the troupe members before the show started. You, Odette, and the others.
So, what did Odette sing today?
Elegy of the Snow-Winged Goose, of course.
Correct. You find my singing boring, don't you? That's why you don't remember a single song. Looks like I'll need to cut a few from the program next time.
No, that's not it. I swear. All right. I'll be straight with you. I'm sorry. My mind was wandering as you took the stage today. I enjoy watching your shows because the exquisite performances stimulate the mind.
Hang on, Jeff.
It always sparks some inspiration for my research.
I will be right back. My food has arrived. And I need water, and I need to piss, so behave yourselves. Don't blow anything up. Fuck what?
Yeah.
So, whenever I get stuck at work, I come to the theater for a change of pace. Odette's dance during the elegy of the snow-winged goose today was simply incredible. It got me wondering what she's been going through recently. That look of sheer defiance in the face of utter tragedy? It was so inspiring. I started scribbling in my notebook right away. Not that I made a ton of progress in the grand scheme of things, but I still think it was productive. By the time I snapped out of it, the entire show had finished.
So what you're saying is, you didn't listen to my singing at all?
Oh.
Unfortunately not. I'm sorry, I don't know which is more disrespectful. The fact that I don't always come for the show itself, or the fact that I missed your performance.
Seems like things are getting a little awkward.
Mitya just stepped into a conversational minefield. If there's one thing Vodyanitsa doesn't like, it's people who show disrespect for her performance. This meeting was so hard to set up. Don't tell me it's already falling apart.
It's fine. I suppose this is affirming in its own way. At least, it shows that our performance really... Don't let it bother you. It certainly doesn't bother me.
Oh, she angry.
She's showing a lot of restraint.
Well, I'll be sure to let Odette know how much you adored her performance.
Please don't say that. I always love your performances too. It's just that inspiration struck at the wrong time today. I'm usually all ears.
I know, I can tell. That's why I value your opinion. I'm sure some people can't stand it when others praise their coworkers right to their face, but not me. No, sir.
Fair enough. I still feel kind of bad though.
But you know what I really can't stand? People who only show up to the theater to pretend that they're cultured. Makes me sick to my stomach.
Oh yeah, 100%. There are too many of those people around. By the time they're walking out the door, they've forgotten all about the show. What's wrong?
I don't know if you've heard about the boss of the Eastbra manufacturing plant. He isn't even a theater investor, but he always demands the same privileges as actual investors. Box tickets only, premium drinks, even the right to request specific songs.
Well played, Vodyanitsa. Seems like she's harnessing her rage to steer the conversation back on track.
Now that you mention it, I've interacted with that guy before. I gotta say, everyone holds him up as an example of a benevolent businessman, but I don't know. I don't see it.
That's...
Yeah, he couldn't care less about what's happening on stage. He's just there to flaunt his social status. I hate that I have to prepare programs for
I like that
guys
she can
like
be so honest with him. It's so
What's
cute.
the big deal with that factory he runs anyway? I asked around a bit and heard some pretty shocking stories. Sounds like he's just another greedy capitalist.
Oh, really?
Yep, the things people are saying are pretty damning. Low wages, insanely long working hours, equipment running around the clock. And as if that's not bad enough, he also strictly forbids his employees from giving any kind of interview. Project Stuja has now been extended so many times, we're at the point where crystal rations for the common folk are barely enough to survive on. Yet he even wants to get his greedy hands on them just to boost his own profits. If the rumors are true, he's in serious violation of the law.
Interesting. So you've heard about it too.
What? So it's really true?
She sounds like Bubbles. Maybe she
Who
is
knows?
Bubbles.
I've
Wait.
only heard the same rumors you have. But there's no smoke without fire. The Rooster's been coming down on us hard lately, demanding that we track and trace every single batch of Crystal. My coworkers in the Department of Energy have been tearing their hair out over it.
The Rooster? I didn't realize he cared that much.
Yeah. Even though there are no restrictions on Crystal trading, the poor will wind up freezing to death if we let the rich buy as much as they want. That's clearly unfair. Looks like we'll need to arrange an investigation into the Eastbra manufacturing plant as soon as possible. I never knew you kept up with current affairs beyond the theater, Miss Vodyanitsa. You really have a heart for the common person. Most Fae in your position have long been indifferent to the plight of humans.
Well,
Okay,
those
so
of
he's
us who
confirmed
choose
the
to
lecture.
live
I
in
just saw
human
his
cities
video.
are naturally going to pay attention to any significant upheaval. Isn't the rooster a Fae himself? I'm just surprised to learn that even someone with as much experience as him is getting so stressed out over Project Stuja. What is the end goal of this project anyway?
This is it. We're finally going there.
I'm sure Mitya can sense on some level that she's fishing for information. But since their conversation is so relaxed, he might just let something slip.
It's stressing me out too. If I'd only made better progress with my research, things wouldn't have dragged on this long.
Oh, so your work is related to Project Stuja?
That's right. The Armory Palace needs a brand new energy source. Not the power of the Light Realm, and not elemental energy. Right now, the only thing that meets the requirements is the power contained within stellar linchpins. But harnessing that power is costly. Each step of the process requires enormous amounts of Kresnik crystal, from extraction to quantification to attempts at conversion. Progress has been painfully slow, and the team is getting burned out as time goes by. Sometimes, I see people staring
need
into
a new
space
power
as if in a
source.
trance.
Could it be that this new energy source has side effects?
No, it doesn't affect us, because the energy is used for... Okay, I got it. Stop choking me.
Damn!
Sorry.
Damn!
I can't talk about that. I think we're all just exhausted. We've been working ourselves to the bone for so long with so little progress to show for it. It's no wonder people are struggling to stay motivated.
Seems like I owe
Bro,
you an apology.
Bro, now I
should've
understand the
caught you so mad at
AO3
you for not paying
tags.
attention
Jesus
during the show.
Christ.
Don't worry about it. I count myself lucky, to be honest. I don't envy the people who work closely with the Tsaritsa herself. I'd much rather be in my current position. At least I don't have to shoulder any major responsibilities.
So they're trying to develop a completely new kind of energy. Yeah, censored by a scarf. Who would have thought?
Oh, dear. It looks like my time is up. I'm afraid I have to leave. I'm so sorry. We ended up barely talking about the theater.
That's okay. It was a pleasure chatting with you, really.
Let's make up for it next time. Yeah, hopefully once the work pressure eases up a little, I'll be able to focus more on the performance, and then we'll have more to discuss. We touched on some confidential issues today. I'd be grateful if you could keep it between us.
That could have gone worse.
Nice job. Why was Mitya in such a hurry to leave, though?
Oh.
Sorry, routine inspection. Okay, let's go.
So he wasn't rushing to get back to work. He must have calculated
Bro,
that
he
the
knew
Lelik
when that
would find
fucker
him
was
in
showing up.
Exactly 25 minutes. That's frighteningly accurate.
One of the main duties of the Special Assignments Battalion is to ensure that important figures stick to their schedules.
All right, time for us to get going too. Excuse me, check please.
We'll settle our check too, then.
Oh, hello there. Mr. Mitya paid the check before leaving. He also asked me to pass on a message. He said it was an honor to share his tea break with Miss Vodyanitsa and her two friends.
Oh, he fucking knew.
So he knew we were here all along? This raises
Bro, he
a
fucking
lot
knew
of
the whole
questions.
time.
Maybe his work isn't confidential after all. Vodyanitsa and Alosha have
Bro, is
left.
Male Xingqiu.
Time to head back and call it a day.
Who? Oh, Mitya? Who? Did I pronounce that wrong?
You're back! Here
Ching
pretty
Shui.
early today. Paimon was just still. There's some good news. It's like there's some kind of mysterious power affecting Paimon. Paimon's never felt this way before during any of her travels. She only started feeling this way since we arrived in Snezhnaya.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no.
That's right. The Armory Palace needs a brand new energy source.
Could that have something to do with this?
What is it? You're making that face again. You know, the one you get whenever you have a light bulb moment? So, they're trying to develop a new energy source here? And you think that might be why Paimon's feeling unwell? Well, Mitya denied that
No,
the energy
seriously,
they're
he
researching has
does.
any side effects. Although, he did say that people working on the project have been having issues with their concentration and short-term memory, and even so, those are completely different symptoms from Paimon's. It's pretty faint, so it's kind of hard to tell. But, if anything, it seems like it's coming from roughly the same direction
That's
as the
true,
Armory Palace.
but, like, she could at least figure her shit out. You know?
Sure, Paimon's with you there. But how, though? The robot... Oh, great point! They argue about Project Stusha every day. Good idea! Oh, yeah. While you were out, this one seemed right up your alley.
Like,
So,
yes, she's a diviner, but
Paimon
she can't
fixed that
predict
for you.
everything. She's a little
Then try
different
it
than,
once
like,
you finish writing your
you know,
letter.
other things. So, like, she could plan shit.
Alosha replied. He says that we won't be able to speak at the Veche, but he can arrange for us to attend as visitors. Time to get ready.
That's true, that's true. I really need to get a new controller, don't I?
Add Astra.
Where's my train at? BRB. I have to craft some resin.
Add Astra. Add Astra. Thank you for complete. Add Astra.
I forgot as I was doing it. I'm gonna be so for real.
Miss Vodyanitsa, prima donna of the Korolievsky troupe. What a surprise meeting you here. Will you be sitting in on a session of the Veche?
Sorry, I'm not taking interviews today. Oh good, you're here. The session's about to begin. Let's get inside.
Please wait, Miss Vodyanitsa. Could you introduce me to your new friend?
The local legend? I would assume you said that.
In summary, the energy management commitments made for the outgoing period have been delivered upon. Furthermore, both the production and
he finally gets his
consumption
intro,
of
chat.
Crystal show clear signs of stabilizing. The relevant agencies have assessed the present circumstances and determined that the status quo can be sustained until the next period. For detailed statistics, I would refer you to the industry reports that have been distributed to all persons present. It should also be noted that while the recent blizzards have led to a significant increase in people's energy expenses, this is strictly a short-term phenomenon associated with a remotely located monster. Her Majesty the Tsaritsa is giving her full attention to this matter. We should have every confidence that it will be dealt with swiftly and conclusively.
Okay, I'm looking at the room. So I see Sandrone, I see Pantalone. Obviously, we're up there just watching with Fish Girl. Where's Child? I'm assuming he's supposed to be next to Pantalone. Oh, there he is. I'm blind. So, who's in the green seat? Are like, you know, question mark? Like, who's supposed to be there? Piero? Interesting.
A financial report on disaster relief is also present in this report, courtesy of Pantalone.
They cover the same old ground every single time. The rooster never seems to mind, but everyone else is getting tired of it. There's a general lack of trust. People aren't seeing any tangible benefits that affect them directly. Of course, none of that will be reflected in any of the reports on the table.
Yeah, if it weren't for these hard copy documents, I could have at least made something up. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just out here trying to hit my interview quotas. Bring out the kvass. Ever read it? Best-selling newspaper in town.
If I remember correctly, you guys don't even have a sales permit. You have to sell from stalls on the street.
Okay then, best-selling street stall newspaper in town. Still counts.
Order! We will now open the floor to the representatives. If there are no further substantive issues to discuss, we will then proceed to a vote on this motion.
Snezhnaya has a long tradition of treating members of the Fatui armed forces and their dependents favorably. But recent surveys shows that Fatui families in remote areas have access to 15% less crystal than the average civilian family in Snezhnograd. It's been said many times before, but it bears repeating now. There needs to be a clear and consistent rationale behind how crystal is allocated, or we will soon face immense public backlash.
One thing I find so fascinating, like, in Snezhnaya versus other regions, thank you, Controller Connectionera, is that the diversity in, like, with the different species is kind of funny, because that, like, wow, the Fae are here.
Perhaps you wouldn't need to keep repeating yourself if you would hear me out for once. I say again, true consistency exists only in principle. In the real world, fairness is relative. You appear to treat resource allocation as a simple function of production and population. So what about when the equipment used in production breaks down? Have you factored that into your equation? And do you even know how long it's been since Snezhnaya last conducted a census?
If I knew the answers to questions like that, I'm sure I'd be a very wealthy man. And I doubt I'd be going by child. I'd like to bring the focus back to the specific
I would like my
issue I
controller
raised.
to have...
Or do you wish to deny that favorable treatment for Fatui dependents is our long-standing policy?
It's easy to be a critic when there's no accountability. That seems to be a running theme in the anti-Project Stuja cohort. Defeat the ringleader and all other problems will magically resolve themselves. That's what they seem to think. But in case you aren't aware, not one jot in my report would change whether Project Stuja continues or not.
So you have no intention whatsoever of finding a solution to this problem?
On the contrary, I'm the only one here who ever brings solutions.
Child opened by speaking up for the armed forces. Regrator struck back with style and a war of words ensued. Our reporter was live on the scene to get the audience's reaction as it all unfolded. Who do you support?
Alright. I'm getting really annoyed at my controller right now.
The people have spoken!
Now you see why they don't have a sales permit.
However this reporter wants to spin things, I haven't forgotten that Tartaglia was representing the Northland Bank when we first met in Liyue. So surely, their relationship can't always have been this strained.
You two are getting off topic. Let's focus on what the data is saying.
Mr. Pantalone, may I speak on your behalf?
Oh, please do. I'm more than happy to save my breath.
Crystal distribution policy undergoes modifications with each new period. The ultimate goal being to find the most reasonable method of allocation, which I believe is what Mr. Tartaglia also seeks. But I fear many may have been misled on this topic by extremist activists. To clarify, Project Stuja is not the root cause of the problem. It is merely a framework for resource distribution.
I mean, he's got a point there, because, like, technically speaking, it's not the project's fault in general, it's like the way that it's being stolen by rich people.
The most recent reports all point to Snezhnaya's resilience and adaptability during this period of fine-tuning, and give clear indications that a distribution framework is improving with each iteration. To make drastic adjustments without first considering the risks would likely do more harm than good. It would be a waste of the hard-won experience we've gained to date.
Renowned scholar of finance, Arapov spoke up to clarify the fiscal logic, clearly alluding to social organizations like the Rokot in his words. With the notorious Lelik still active to this day, should the Rokot be held responsible?
She's just rephrasing what Mr. Pantalone said. The Rokot are the critics he accuses of taking no responsibility for their actions. As for Lelik, you won't have heard of him yet. He's currently the most famous member of the Rokot. Well, more like infamous. Ending Project Stuja has become an obsession for him. Unlike the more decent ones among us, he believes that votes in the Veche are all that matter. So whether it's threats, coercion, or bribery, he'll use whatever means necessary to get people to change their vote.
And since we're already on the subject, what do you think of Lelik's methods? Are you for or against? Well, whatever the story is, his actions benefit us all. We stand...
At least someone here wants to take this discussion seriously. I've been considering that issue myself. What you really need is more precise regional data, right? I think it would be easiest to let the Fatui handle it, since they're already in charge of Crystal shipments anyway. We may as well get them to collect some data while they're at it. Whatever you need, you can ask the Fatui to look into it for you. In terms of supervision, I think the Druzhna would be a good fit. I had hoped to discuss this with Miss Vesna.
Oh, so I'm assuming that other chair is for
she's not
Vesna.
present.
I will be happy to take a note of your suggestions and present them to Commander Vesna for a decision upon her return. The Commander has always taken a keen interest in Project Stuja. However, given the Druzhna's demanding workload, I'm afraid it may prove difficult for them to provide any practical...
Let us refrain from...
My apologies.
There are numerous issues to address here, including manpower, time sensitivity, and reporting lines. Nevertheless, I support drafting a proposal. Follow the usual procedure, and it can be raised as a new motion for all parties to evaluate at the appropriate time.
In that case, I'd like to share one thought before the proposal is drafted. The issue of time sensitivity was raised just now, which I presume relates to the official reports. In fact, the Energy Commission already collects regular statistics on each urban center and its surrounding area. Would these be of any use?
That's a good idea. I read every issue of Sviet Lolaidovka's report. And although my focus is mostly on the section about equipment operation, the energy consumption statistics also yield a lot of insight.
This is a lot more amicable than I thought it was gonna be. I genuinely thought there could be some, like, fighting, screaming, yelling. This is wonderful.
Be that as it may, does no one see an issue with using local data to determine crystal quotas? In the long term, it seems like a very risky solution.
Not if they are used purely for reference. So long as we have the report from the Northland Bank's headquarters to corroborate it, no one will be able to fool me.
He just looks so evil.
Very well, then. It appears that this arrangement is acceptable to all parties.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
The members reached a provisional consensus on the issue of improving treatment for Fatui soldiers. Today, the prima donna of the Korylevsky troupe attended a set.
Write anything like that again, and I'm revoking your permission to interview the troupe. Got it?
Now then, if there are no further contributions from those present, we shall proceed to the final vote.
Hey, check it out! What made him vote against? Why now?
The votes have been tallied. Those in favor of continuing Project Stuja total 61%, securing a clear majority.
That was too close. The margin has shrunk yet again. Chuganov was a huge loss.
I'll bet Lelik is behind this. I wonder how Pulcinella will respond this time.
Chuganov. I see. Lelik strikes again.
Yes, go, Lelik. Once Project Stuja is defeated, our unwavering support at Bring Out the Kavas will
Hello,
finally pay off when we
caretaker. How are
make
you doing
our
today,
comeback.
sweetheart?
I can taste the
I'm
victory
confused.
already.
I wonder who Lelik is.
In accordance with the result of this vote, Project Stuja will remain in effect until the next Veche period. Finally, may I remind us all, we debate only for the greater glory and solidarity of our nation.
Solidarity?
May the aurora shine ever on, and the tundra always stand firm. The session...
I have to say, in principle, Snezhnaya's business and political elites ought to be the ones least likely to oppose it. As we heard, Project Stuja is basically just a resource distribution framework that requires everyone to cut back during the winter. But even if the policy got cancelled, the Tsaritsa's energy needs wouldn't suddenly go down. I got a letter from Mr. Mitya just before today's session. He said he's confirmed that there are issues around overtime and excessive energy consumption at the Eastern manufacturing plant. In a situation like this, once the Rooster receives the report, he'll order the factory to halt production and submit to an investigation before issuing a penalty. But that's a week-long process, and thus didn't make it onto the Veche agenda this time. I don't think he suspects anything so far. Exactly. And as you know, he's a very selfish person. I was originally gonna try and flip him after he received notice of the official sanctions. My plan was to convince him that the whole thing was completely unfair. Rather than just sit back and take the hit while his factory stopped production, he'd be better off voting to end Project Stuja. At least that way, no one else would be able to make any money either, because all the factories would suddenly have more limited energy to work with.
Got a point.
But now, he's already voted against it. Which means, someone must have used more forceful means to change his... Yeah, no one knows why Lelik is so obsessed with ending Project Stuja. But by the looks of it, he's inching closer and closer to success.
Lelik must have strong motivations, given how he'll stop at nothing to achieve his goal. Maybe he knows the full truth of Project Stuja.
God damn it.
Maybe my next step should be to focus on him.
Oh, right. What are your plans for the rest of the day? Shall we head out?
Hey, comrade. I noticed you were here during the debate.
I didn't take you for a political enthusiast.
Greetings, Harbingers. I just happened to have some free time today, and my new friend here thought it might be fun to check out the Veche.
Ah, Odette must have introduced you. Looks like you two are getting along pretty well.
I'll leave you to catch up. I should head back to the troop.
Sure. Break a leg and all that. Thought it might be fun to check out the Veche, did you? Things are never that simple with you, Traveler. There's no way you're here for kicks and giggles.
Oh, yeah. To some, he's a captivating enigma. To others, he's the bane of their existence.
Technically, we're not against the Fatui here. We were literally just here for information, so it's not like we were doing anything to, like, plot against the Sarisa. We're just like, what the fuck's going on?
No one ever thought that some anonymous nobody from the Rokat could cause such a stir. Huh? You want to look into Lelik? Then I'm sure his days of anonymity are numbered. What do you think, Sandrone?
Fine by me, I guess. If the Traveler actually manages to expose Lelik, it'll be doing Pulcinella a favor. In return, it seems fair to let him in on what we've learned so far.
My thoughts exactly. Sharing is caring, after all. Head back to Glupov and grab the files on Lelik. It's easier to just pull the records than go through the rigmarole of getting the Traveler a visitor's permit.
As you command, child.
In that case, since we're going to be waiting anyway, I'll have someone brew a pot of black tea.
One common thread among the many incidents Lelik has been involved in is that the victims are all too scared to share any real information about him. Clearly, he must have threatened them in some way.
Here's the thing, though. How scary did someone have to be that you're gonna go against your own Archon? That's kind of a terrifying thought. Fucking controller again.
His modus operandi is to silently infiltrate the scene and leave a threatening letter behind. But neither the letters nor the crime scenes ever yield any clues to his identity. So all these files have to offer are short statements by the people affected. They don't give us a lot to go on.
If nothing else, it shows we're dealing with a trained professional who's versed in counter surveillance.
Yes, and to that point, he often strikes in highly secure locations. The victims are high-ranking and influential
Mitya,
people who
his
take their
name is.
personal security very seriously. Somehow, Lelik slips right into their rooms without making a sound. There's never any eyewitnesses, nor the slightest trace of a break-in. If he can get in and out undetected, it means he can strike without warning. Not that that's ever happened so far, but the thought is enough to scare these people sleepless. It's hard to believe that a human being could pull this off flawlessly every time. So they switched the focus of the investigation to Faye. Unfortunately, careful, don't underestimate me. Although truth be told, I'd probably find it hard not to blow my cover. Direct confrontation is more my style.
We haven't ruled out the possibility of Lelik being human. It's just, there can only be a handful of people in all of Teyvat who'd fit the profile. Faye, on the other hand...
No, not as strong as me. You'll never find the culprit with criteria like that. Let's go with... Oh, you hit me right where it hurts.
I forgot, that's so
I'll
mean.
admit, he's strong and meticulous. But can we at least limit this to candidates who have something to do with Snezhnaya?
He's just trying to find a reference point. Stop getting fixated on who's stronger than who.
But that's the most important thing. In my opinion, anyway.
Odette? Yeah, that seems about right. Her skills are solid, and she's always calm under pressure.
Except she's Fatui, so the likelihood of her working against us is pretty low. But yeah,
It's Odette.
much more accurate than your previous
No shot,
example,
it's
at
not.
least.
That or what's his name?
No, wait a moment. Maybe we should interrogate that assumption.
What do you mean? Which assumption?
Her Fatui identity doesn't necessarily exonerate her. And when you think about it, the Rokat would be precisely what she needs to conceal her identity.
Plus, she wouldn't need to be such a pro at covering her tracks. She'd already know where the Fatui will be and when, so she could choose the perfect time to act. Oh, yikes. I was just thinking out loud. Why is this starting to sound like such a convincing still? What reason could Odette possibly have for trying to call off Project Stuja?
Arlecchino would be the best person to ask. She knows Odette best. Unfortunately, she isn't back yet.
Arlecchino?
Rosaline used to open up to her in private about her struggles with Odette.
Controller died. I'm gonna switch to keyboard and mouse as soon as I'm done with
As I'm
this
sure you
cutscene.
can imagine, Arlecchino is quite a lot better with children than Rosaline was. She gave her some tips on how to handle the situation, and Rosaline managed to reach a settlement with Odette before leaving. So I suppose there were at least no lifelong regrets left behind. Beyond that, I don't know the details about that side of things. But I do know that Odette definitely has a motive to hold a grudge against Project Stuja. The reason being, her father passed away during the early stages of the project. That was back before it had been named Project Stuja, when things were still being worked out. But in essence, it's remained the same ever since.
Okay, here's the thing, right?
The more you know. Rosaline was always so self-centered. I never understood why she started paying so much attention to Odette.
If my controller would be so annoying. It makes no sense. Like, did he die from, like, cold?
Is that such a surprise? If you cast your mind back, you may remember that Rosaline and I weren't exactly close. We had tea together a few times, but that was about it.
Odette's past is no secret. Her father was a Fatus and her mother was a very famous ballerina. On the surface, it looks like she followed right in her parents' footsteps. But the truth is quite a different story. After her father passed away on a mission, her mother was overcome with grief. She broke her leg during a performance and could never dance again. Odette was only interested in ballet at the time, but this tragedy left the family with both breadwinners gone. They could barely make ends meet. Per Capitano's policy, family members of Fatui who died in the line of duty had to be appropriately accommodated and provided with adequate assistance. So, regardless of how Rosaline may have felt about it, it fell to her to resolve the issue of Odette's family's livelihood. In the end, the solution they agreed upon was to have Odette join the Fatui.
Right, because the alternative would have been a one-off compensation payment, I guess. In that sense, joining up was definitely the better option. Still, she must have had mixed feelings about it, right? If she doesn't even like the Fatui.
It's just a theory. A possibility. But as a motive for Odette to become Lelik, it holds up. That said, I have no idea where Odette's head is at right now, or what her conflict with Rosaline was about. Plenty of people were on bad terms with Rosaline. I have no intention of trying to figure it all out.
I swear to God, why is this like the longest section of talking? I just need it to end so I could freaking use my controller.
Yes, but there's not much point in discussing that now.
Yeah, back to Lelik. Since our investigations so far have turned up next to nothing, we've got nothing to lose by trying a new— Funnily enough, Tonya and I had actually made plans to go to the theater tomorrow to watch Odette's rehearsal. Unfortunately, thanks to this Lelik situation, I'll be stuck working overtime again. Which means you can go in my place. No point—
Spirit Seeker. Quite the classic ballet. It was passed down through Odette's mother's family for generations, though it hasn't been performed in years. But Odette's been practicing it diligently, and it's finally ready for a return to the stage. Excitement is through the roof. Tickets for the official performance sold out long ago.
Tonya's excited for it too. She's desperate to see it no matter what. Personally, it's not really my kind of thing.
Is so good to his
but
siblings.
Since she's my little sister, I had to figure something out.
I've actually seen it several times before. The story's pretty straightforward. The lead character follows a trail of clues left behind by a spirit gradually recovering her memories along the way. It's a tale of love and regret. So not exactly reinventing the wheel, at least by today's standards. But when that classic melody kicks in and the lead character begins to dance, it always gets me. It really is beautiful. Not an easy dance to do justice to, though. I know it's always been Odette's dream to perform this piece, but I'm not sure she's really ready.
In that case, I think that even if she is Lelik, we should wait until her performance is over before we respond. I'll let you take it from here, comrade.
Oh my god, finally. Okay, I have given up on this controller for a hot minute.
Cryo storm!
Okay, E and then Q. Very easy. I just have to get used to the controls, honestly, because I don't really play with keyboard and mouse ever. Hi, what's going
Sounds like you made a ton of
on?
progress today. It's good that everything's going so smoothly. Next step is to head back to the theater and get a clear answer from Odette. Either way, Paimon doesn't get the sense that she's a bad person. Sure, she might have done some pretty extreme things, but Paimon bets she has her reasons. Maybe this is going too far, but like, with everything she's managed to do so far, wouldn't it make more sense in theory to be even more, you know, heavy-handed?
So, Twitch has started using AI to basically train everything on your page. You can't really opt out. And also, they had an interview recently where they said anybody who has under 1,000 viewers is called dead weight. So basically, I'm not really too fond and happy with Twitch right now. So I'm just kind of streaming here and there on YouTube just to do this quest, and that's about it. Any of the side quests or like exploration is only going to be on like my own.
Why leave a letter when she could?
I don't really want to stream much, to be honest.
well,
It's not
there
for
are
me right
plenty
now.
of other ways to keep people in line, right? The point is, she could have gone further, but she didn't. So, if it is her, she's got some principles at least. Yeah. Well, all you can do is follow the facts wherever they lead. No change, really. But that thing Paimon told you about yesterday?
It's okay. I'm gonna be
feels like
honest.
she can sense it more clearly now.
Twitch is like... It's been a long time coming that I've wanted to leave Twitch for a hot minute, to be honest. With everything that they do. Also, like, the other reason why is, like, literally daily, I was getting bot followed, bot spammed, and, like, harassed on their platform, and they did nothing to help me. So I just kind of gave up. They don't really do that here on YouTube, so...
Hearing you talk about your day makes Paimon itch for an adventure. If only she could be there with you so we could experience it all together.
Yeah, I wish you could be there too. I'm not used to adventuring alone. But don't worry, we'll get to the bottom of this.
Guess it's just one of those things. Never mind. Paimon will behave herself and keep resting.
If Odette is Lelik, she may well have inside information on Project Stuja. Her father was involved with the project's early implementation and tragically died in the process.
Okay, but we don't know if it's
Now,
Odette.
She's dedicated herself to bringing it to an end. It's hard to imagine she could have gotten this far without knowing anything at all about the Tsaritsa's true intentions. When she spoke to us as a member of the Fatui, how much did she let on? And how much was she hiding? Only time will tell. Maybe tomorrow, everything will be answered.
Hey look! It's snowing! Could be a tough day ahead. Make sure you wrap up warm tomorrow.
Okay. Let's fucking go. Act 1 complete. Yeah. No. Please, please, please take it off. Turn it up. It doesn't really do much, unfortunately. But you can still turn it off. Dude, you're fine. No, that's fair. So, I'm not gonna continue with the story because I have about an hour and a half until I'm leaving to go out with my friends. So right now, I am going to go get this. I can English. I can English. I can English. I'm gonna try to get this. Yo, congrats! I hope you get in. Oh, I might run out of stamina. I start college in like a week, and I'm kind of like literally a week, and I'm not ready. Yeah.
This is not.
What the fuck you mean I insta-die? Okay, so, I don't have a choice. My college is... Oh, you're fucking with me, is it? Okay. I don't get to choose my classes. I am forced to, just kind of do whatever the because my school is very small. So I have, my schedule, is currently, you are fish. I guess I'm a fish, chat. Okay, I have given up on the controller. I think it is officially dead, pretty much at this point, so... Yes, you guys, this is not my quest. That's stupid. I don't like that. Okay. I guess I'll get waypoints then. Yeah, so here's how my Mondays look, by the way. This is no exaggeration. My Mondays, I'm gonna read you my schedule, chat. I didn't have any choice. My Mondays is a swimming class. Chat. I'm a certified lifeguard. Why do I need to take a fucking swim class for 2 hours? On Monday morning! At 8 a.m. I'm like actually losing my shit. And then I don't get a breather. I don't get a break. I get 15-minute break to go to general biology. Then I have math. And then I have my bio lab. And then I'm done for the day at 3 o'clock. That's it. Tuesday, I have 2 classes. Chemistry. And I'm really bad at math. So I have my resuscitation math. They were like, you did great on the test, but you need more math. I'm like, okay, whatever. And then Wednesday is just biology, math, and then my favorite class that I'm so excited for, which is ocean migrations. All of my classes end at 3 o'clock. Like, I'm done at 3 o'clock. Thursday is chemistry, then I have a break, then I have math, and then I have chemistry lab. And then Fridays I have no classes at all. Thanks, buddy. So, I basically get to go home. Cause I live so close to the school. I live close enough to my school that I can drive home on weekends, but it's not justifiable to like commute every day because it's over an hour drive because of traffic. Yes. Go in the map. Okay. What? No, I've had worse. I had one semester where I had all 8 a.m.s and I wanted to kill myself. Yeah. Click this? I know what this is. I've seen it. Yeah. I don't need that right now, though. I'm okay. Is it down there? It is down there. It's like Elden Ring shit. No, I'm not. I know what I'm doing. So I have these two over there. Then I have this one over here. Then I have these two, those two. Yeah, okay. I think we'll go with this one, and we'll teleport to my train. I know what I'm doing, thank you very much. Can't believe that got nerfed.
Ad Astra Abyssos.
Oh, I could just talk to Catherine from there. I didn't even know that was a thing. No, I want to decorate it. What do you mean? Thank you. What the fuck? That's fair. I haven't really been into Star Rail lately. It's not been my cup of tea. I've been a little burnt out on it, so... I didn't read. Of course you are. Was I supposed to be counting? I think I was supposed to be counting. I wasn't paying attention. Uh, 18. What? I'm gonna count again, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There was 16. What? So now this time count. 1. Just hats. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5? Oh, yay. That was easy.
Is this an answer from this world?
Bruh. I fucking knew it. No, there were 6.
Is this an answer from this world?
I was like, huh? This is crazy. Alright, let's head to this waypoint. Oh my god, beats is crazy in this economy. I am also very glad that they continued it. My player? Oh, that's the main character. This is Ether, or the Traveler, and I named it Rainer. Him, Rainer. And then there's the female version, which is Lumine. Give it to me, thank you! Above the light, what? Huh?
Surge.
Stabilize.
Wait.
Oh. YouTube seems to be like auto-correcting and auto-stuff. Like auto-translating random shit.
Gather.
No. She's...
The wind rises.
I fucked up. That's on me.
Behold!
No!
Fun up. The wind rises.
No, that's fair. I mean, you shouldn't... You don't have to know everything to understand Genshin. It's not like... I'm never gonna get mad if you don't. It's a very complicated game. That's for sure.
Behold! Squall and Fury. Search for it.
No, it is not the worst game of the year. And you can't say that because you hate it. There are worse games of the year.
Quit following me.
You can't just say a game is the worst game of the year because you dislike it. There has to be a legitimate reason. Oh. Yes, that is not a good reason. You can't just say a game is the worst game of the year because you dislike it. It has to have a valid reason in. And for an example, oh, they lied about using artificial intelligence and it's racist. There's the worst game of the year.
The wind rises. Squall and fury.
There isn't a game that actually came out like that, I'm gonna be for real. No games. It was an example.
The wind rises. Squall and fury.
Yeah, no, you're good. Yeah, I'm just saying, you can't, again, say that Cookie Run is a bad game just because you hate it. That's, like, my pet peeve here. With that. Rage baiting or not, that's not the way to go about it. We'll do is edit top on again. Oh, yeah. Oh. What do I do?
Too slow.
How the fuck am I supposed to?
The wind rises.
Oh, wow.
Take it and have fun. Quit following me.
I'm kind of glad I did that. It took me exactly where I wanted to go. I think the reason why I'm so peeved about some people are like, oh, Cookie Run Game's the worst game ever, is because you were talking about the gameplay, not the story, and the story has so much to offer, and you don't have to like the gameplay, you could just do it on story mode. But you don't also have to like a game. It just peeves me that people can't get along and be like, okay, I don't like the game, end of story. Instead of like saying it's the worst game ever, you could say, oh, I don't like the game, it's not my cup of tea.
The wind rises.
it's just easier, you know? You don't have to get along with everybody, you don't have to love and enjoy every little thing in the world. But a little kindness goes a long way. That's in the sky, so I don't know how we're getting up there. Yeah. And you can tease about stuff and be like, ah, haha, whatever.
Behold! Too slow. The wind rises.
I don't like the noise this makes. Yeah. I think that a little kindness can go a long way.
Behold!
Yeah, that's, Ember isn't great with the vet either, but Marcy's always a sweetheart, which is kind of funny. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Yeah, it's... What's the statue? It's always a hassle, because cats are different than dogs when it comes to the vet. Well, I'm glad they helped you.
The wind rises.
I think that every animal deserves a chance, but if it becomes up to a point, you know, where they can't safely... you know, be with the animal, then yeah, I would understand turning that animal away. A 100%. Yeah, and I mean, in the future, if it becomes a bigger problem, they might have to sedate him. But my recommendation is, if he's not getting any significant blood work done, give him some calming stuff.
Too slow.
What are you? I'm good. Thanks, bye.
Quit following me.
Damn. Alright, let's go to this one, and then...
To exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence.
You know what's so funny? I know, Helia.
Behold!
It's not even your fault, it's just... lately...
Squall and Fury.
Lately, people in the community and the fandom have been so toxic, and I'm just so sick of it. Like, I don't understand how some of these people who are grown-ass adults cannot just learn to touch grass.
Behold!
So I have 1, 2... Yeah, I don't want to discuss it much further. I don't think there's a point. It's just like... okay.
Quit following me.
Are you like up there? Where the fuck is it? Try using the snowball launcher. To where? What snowball launcher?
Squall and Fury.
Yeah, that's fair.
The wind rises.
Squall and Fury.
I don't know what it wants. Alright, let's head over here. This actually might be closer. Nah, I give up on the snowman, dude. I am not figuring that shit out.
Unnecessary.
Oh, okay.
Everything was futile.
Let me in so I don't die, please. While. I didn't really mean to start a quest. Luthu? Why is he a toy? I said glug glug, that's fucking hilarious. Oh, I see it.
The wind rises.
Good night. Oh.
Behold.
Okay, so the fact that it's easier to go this way is kind of crazy, but okay then.
Squall and Fury.
I meant to press F, thank you. I'm assuming this will take me in the direction I need it to. Yeah, once it gets to about there on the map, I will jump.
Behold!
Just want my waypoints, bro.
Too slow.
Alright, that's that one. And now we can head to the Jack Frost village pretty easily from here, I'm hoping. Without freezing our asses off, yes?
Quick, follow Squall and Fury. Behold! Quit following me. The wind rises. Squall and Fury.
Alright, so that's that. So I'm missing these, but I have to do the quest for that, and I really don't feel like doing that right now. And I'm missing this because it's also locked, and that's quest locked. Jesus Christ, everything be quest lock, quest lock, quest lock. How do I talk to this guy? Oh my god, it's literally fucking a messaging system. I didn't realize there was like a little chat thing. You go in bed? Okay, good night, heal. So I'm about to end anyways in like a few minutes. Yeah, do they melt? Hey. So, as of right now, we're on Act 2. We have 46, 24, 0, 36, and obviously nothing up here. I can't really access it yet. I have not done any of those, and I'll probably do that tomorrow. I think the main quest is kind of what I'm going to focus on to get that over with, so I don't get spoilers. But as of right now, we're going to end the stream. Thank you guys so much for coming. It was awesome seeing you all. And I will be, I don't know about tomorrow. We'll see how I feel. Tuesday is definitely not. Wednesday is definitely not. Same for Thursday. Friday I move into college, so it's kind of iffy too. But maybe Saturday. We'll see. I don't know. And then I start classes. I'm hoping to finish the quest tomorrow and then not really stream for a while. But do expect video uploads. And